Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh. Terence "Bud" Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds bang on with a reach of 47 inches. And he'll be facing one of the best to ever do it, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
And here he is, Bud Terence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
Pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
All right, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Good dodge to the right. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like a rabbit in a headlights.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The straight right just misses. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight...
A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down! And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again, and that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Back into the fight that round. That's his round.
And he's beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there.
Get your focus back, get that jab back. Just box it.
Just please now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's ready to go. He's got it.
Here we go for round 2. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corners. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head fresh.
Jab can't find a home. Terence Crawford just got rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bells.
And there's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Counter shot. Not a lot of defense here at all. A perfect counter shot. Catch and shoot. They block that jab. Caution is being thrown to the wind. They exchange punches. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout. Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Right, I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let it back into smart.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These punches coming from every angle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe this? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. No rest for the weary. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Focus. Big, deep breaths. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no feet.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Crawford is dazed. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change it? It's a perfect start.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He missed with that jab. There's a counter shot. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how... And there's the bell for round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Do you believe what we're seeing? Hold that thought! Crawford in trouble! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What clutch sweep.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford...
Great round. Now relax.
Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He parries that left jab away. do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice defense on that jab. Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Blocks the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. We didn't know who was going to win, and in the end, no one did win. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.